refreshing the CPU. Let's first let's first the Brewers, yeah. Away. Closed. That's it. So my starting pitchers is going to be here. Just wait a second. Okay, so it's going to be Aaron Sanchez. So I'm gonna lay beating to the Brewers, and yeah. So this is my bullpen. It's pretty good. And then here's my bench. So I'm in 88. Let's get this started.
Charlie Blackmon is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. There's a swing and a missile sent out to
already
center
a home
field.
run.
Broxton going back. That one is gone. What a way to
Sorry,
lead off a
1-0.
ball game.
First batter of the game, and he hits a home run. Now this is not what those home fans are expecting. They're not even in the seats yet, and you find yourself down 1-0.
In now, Patty Pee-wee. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
You talk about a free swinger. First pitch, and he hits a ball that's down and away and gets a base hit. Man, that's not what I'm looking for first pitch, but I got to tip my cap to him. He executed it.
So now it's Daniel Murphy. Quick pitch.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up.
I hit 2 home runs.
Location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do they need to do to
They move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity?
as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Perez.
We already got 2 home runs in the inning.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Aaron Sanchez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's a guy who loves his sinker. What he'll try to do is get ground balls, get hitters to roll over, get the ground ball. He used it a lot in the double play situation. As a hitter, I'm thinking make him get the ball up. You see one.
So I'm 5-6 with them. Those 6 losses are off of connection errors. So yeah.
That's not sinking well. That's the one you hit. But he's going to live on the bottom of the zone to be successful.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he got him.
So right
really
now,
disappointing for a guy
this
that
is
has
going to be
wheels,
pretty
right?
easy.
All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Number 7 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Well, there's a 2-out single, but a 3-hitter. Now he can steal the base. There's a lot of things he can do. And most importantly, he gets that 4-hitter to the plate.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana.
First
He
pitch,
takes his first
strike.
cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Off the
Ooh,
plate,
that was
1
close.
ball, 1 strike. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up
Okay, now
and that
let's
far
throw
in, but
change
message
up
sent.
inside.
Beware.
Hitters
He
cannot
came
hit
out
this
the
pitch,
gate
and they
smoking
swing
today.
at it.
First inning, you're going to learn a lot about him.
Ooh.
Right there, he gets that
It's a
fastball,
good hitter
little
if they
hop on
don't
the
swing
end,
at
get
that.
a little swing and miss. Yeah, he's feeling good today.
Right there.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the
Let
ball
go
in the
foul.
gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Swing and a miss for strike
There.
3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So coming to the plate, Brandon Belt. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, he's
That ball's
clearly hitting off the
crushed.
fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Hot shot to third.
Ooh, that was a good
and
play.
handled for the first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Brewers. And I'm looking at Travis Shaw. They got him playing third, but he can play the outfield as well. But the bat really got him to the big leagues. But I was so impressed when I saw him
Shouldn't have
charge the
swung at
bunt
that.
and make a throw on the run from the defensive side. Offense and defense. Really impressive young man.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss. I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but
So when I get to 5 runs, I'm going to end the string because it's going to take hours to finish this. So yeah.
swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball.
I'm going to steal the base.
Now a throw over and a dive,
They don't
but he's
pick off
back
every
in.
single time.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Runner goes for second. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Santana is after it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll be the one to lead things off now against Aaron Sanchez. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to first. Freeman is right there. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it.
Yeah, this would take about 2 hours to play the whole entire game.
Miss on the
So, yeah.
That time, Keon Broxton goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Nick Franklin is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now that's not fair. Hey, you're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
Bye-bye.
Now a fastball swung out and missed, and that is out number 3. Nothing across here.
So right now it's 3-0. We're beating the other team. Last time he hit a home run. So let's see if he can do it again.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way.
Did he?
Has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Digging in to try it again.
Okay. So let's see if we could get a home run or a base hit.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Okay, let's
into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he bangs it into center field for a base hit.
Back-to-back line drives. Now the first guy was out, but man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These 2 guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So let's get
standing in now. Daniel Murphy bounced weakly.
No, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. Here, I just need to get a drink of water for a second. So. Okay, I'm back.
Here the plate, but it's foul, strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Okay, so it's first and second.
Well, that's a tough
See
one right there.
how it
if that
is.
ball's at somebody, probably a double play. But as a result, it's one of those seeing eye singles.
Ooh, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. Little dribbler down the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. First and second now, 1 man out.
So, most likely it's going to be a home run because he's a home run hitter.
Swing and a liner.
That's all he does.
But foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take.
I'm calling a home run.
Fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Boom.
And a
Not yet.
high fastball that
Just has to be a
That's
strike,
a
and
good
it's going
take
to be
on
one.
that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he lays
Freddie
off,
Freeman
so it's
could
pulled
hit a
out
home run.
3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat
He
right
just
here.
struggles
From down in the
getting
count
contact.
0-2 to work the count back to 3-2,
boom.
and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Just
Neither
late.
guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Payoff pitch one more time.
Boom.
Hot shot on the ground is short.
Darn it.
And that's
It was
through
a home
into
run,
left,
but
base
still,
hit.
good hit.
In to score, the runner from second. And he's in there safely. He's
So
got a
one more
double.
run, the stream's going to be over. Ball finish the inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a ball 1-0.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Broxton's under
Okay,
it.
ready, set, go.
He makes the catch. Here comes the runner
Come
from
on, come on,
third.
come on.
Now the relay home.
Yes.
And the run will score on the
Okay, so
sacrifice
this
fly,
stream's going to be
it's now a
over
5-0 game.
in like a minute.
Standing in, Justin Turner. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. chopped foul wide of first. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the third inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but foul.
Come on, Turner.
And a good
If I get to 10 runs this inning, it's going to be over.
Looked like he just tried to do too
when I'm
much with
hitting.
that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. From the belt, the pitch, swing, line drive.
Okay.
That's going to be trouble.
Double.
And the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're
See
given
if
a
he can
chance.
hit a home run.
He doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes
that's
what's there.
RBI.
Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving
Single.
teammates in the dugout.
And the runner from second is in to score.
It's 10 runs. I'm going to end the stream when I hit 10 runs. Like when I'm hitting, but 5 runs it's going to be the end of the inning.
First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Santana on the move.
Okay, so we're going to
And
finish
the
this
inning
inning
is
off,
over.
and then it's going to be over.
So they nearly. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Bandy.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
Tell you what, having a big lead early, sometimes that's not always the best thing. But I think what you got to do is still focus on one at bat, one pitch at a time, and not allow a big inning.
I'll bring in my
closing.
closing pitcher just because.
Number 18, Eric.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And strike
That's a
3.
big
He's out.
fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And they'll try to tempt him with
These
a
guys are
curveball, but this
surprising
bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
They're not hitting this cutter.
And another foul ball.
This hitter's really weird. Like, how can he hit these pitches?
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Wow.
You always hear about position players grinding out at bats. That's the pitcher grinding one out. That's a special
Shocking.
at bat when he can do that to the
That's going to be a
opposing
double
pitcher,
play
wear him
if he hits it in
Jonathan
play.
Villar
So.
comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
That was
And
a
he
good
misses
pitch.
with it 1-1.
Well, now we've seen the combination of the two-seamer and the cutter. That is a lethal combination because now he's taken away the ability of the hitter to sit on one direction of the pitch.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get
Okay,
many
one more
balls
out, and
right
then
in the
stream's over.
wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jonathan Villar becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. Hernan Perez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up.
That's
but this
the game.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires
So,
the side.
I'll see you guys in the next stream. Hope you guys subscribe. And hope you guys had a fun time watching this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Peace.